Hey guys! For the 11th day of Vlogmas, I thought I'd bring you a DIY. Since it's a season of giving, I figured a DIY that you could gift would be nice. Although you could totally gift this to yourself. I'll leave that up to you. As runners, after our hearts, our feet are one of our most utilized body parts. This DIY is a treat for our feet. They've earned it. It is a spa in a jar. So first up, the jar. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99 without any coupons or savings. It has a big opening at the top, which is important. And I kind of liked that I could grab it easily with these indentions on the side. I was in the store putting things in there just to see how much room I have, particularly because I was putting other jars in here. So tip, you might want to do that to make sure you have a large enough jar. Now you could go a lot of different ways with this. Not everything in the jar has to be handmade unless you are extra crafty or super inspired. But I will start with the handmade items I'm going to put in mine. I'll link the recipes down below for you. The site I got the recipes from also had free printable labels, and I thought that these little top parts here kind of looked like holly, so I'm going to color those in. I didn't like how bright that green was, so I found a darker marker and recolored it. Now I get to attach it to my jar, and I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. And this is cardstock, by the way. And the double-sided tape is not wanting to stick to my jar. It might be that the paper is too heavy, or I might have to use a Mod Podge. Or, for now, I'm just going to put it on the lid. It's snowing! These smell so good. Not a huge mint fan, but 'tis the season. Minty. Really, really minty. Christmas kitchen utensils optional. Sort of. I realized I had these after I bought everything. That would have been a good Christmassy color. Oh well. What you could do here, if you made it into a bigger gift, like I suggest at the end of the video, you can fill those see-through clear ornaments that you can fill with anything. You can fill them with this and any other colored bath salt. That would be cute. The directions for this stuff say to add 2 tablespoons to a basin of warm water. So I bought a cheap measuring spoon set, and I'm going to tie this on with this so that whoever gets this doesn't have to worry about finding a tablespoon. They have a designated one for it. The jar I'm going to put it in was $1.99. And to get it in there safely, without making a huge mess, I'm going to use a funnel. You could also use a piece of parchment paper here if you didn't have a funnel. Or you could live dangerously and scoop it in. And I'm going to keep the extras. Perk of making it. This little jar at $2.29 is going to be my bath salts jar, and I think I'm gonna do something fun with this one. I'm gonna take some of my extra Epsom salts and combine it with some other bath salts that I'm gonna make in a different color, and we're gonna make a little candy cane, I hope. That's 1 tablespoon. I think that looks about right. I'm using coarse here and the same cup and bowl so I don't have to do dishes, or more dishes than I have to. This thing is getting a workout. Now, the recipe called for lavender, but it said you could put in any essential oil. So I thought vanilla was a safe choice, and hey, who wants to smell like a cookie? And for the candy cane effect, I think I'm gonna add more red. Almost there. I think I'm gonna add a scotch more though. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. So I will put this in a tablespoon at a time, alternating colors, and tapping the sides until it's as level as I like. I probably could have had a little bit steadier hand or added some more red, but there is my candy cane bath salts, which are vanilla, not peppermint, but you know, with the peppermint tea, I thought we had enough mint. Last up is scented foot scrub, and so that's 3 tablespoons of this and a tablespoon of your favorite scented body wash. And this is one of my favorite flavors other than Peach Bellini. If you know who you're making it for, then I would use their favorite, and the red color goes, so we're gonna go with this. I almost forgot the tablespoon of water for this. And basically, after you get done with our peppermint foot scrub, you are supposed to rub this on both your feet and then rinse. And I might have to make more here because I have another $1.99 jar and that doesn't look like enough. For the second batch, the baking soda got away from me, but I think I actually like it thicker. So add a lot more baking soda. Like I wasn't even there. I have some labels here for some of the other stuff, but seeing as how the tape took to the overall jar, not very well, I'm just going to skip these for now. Plus this is for me, so I'm going to put these aside. But she also has these free labels on her website as well. Now to start building this jar. Let me tell you, my hands smell very scented right now. Here's the jar, like I said. We're going to open this up. So we want to start with the jars of our homemade products first because they're the biggest items in here. So I'm going to take the foot scrub first, which would be our last step after the soak. So I'm going to put it in here first. It's kind of a light pinky color. I don't know if I would add more color to it or not. Maybe, but it's going in there. Oops. And so there it is, the bottom there. On top of that, I'm going to add the peppermint foot soak. And I'm going to tie on that tablespoon with this red baker's twine. You might also want to put the instructions if you're making this for someone else. Since I know the instructions, I'm going to just put it in there without. And actually, I'm going to take my spoon off that I tied on because it's not wanting to fit in my jar like that. So that's okay. You test it till it fits. So we have the spoon and both the foot soak and scrub in there. So next up is our next biggest item, also homemade, and that's our candy cane vanilla bath salts. You might want to also take the price tags off for yours. I don't mind. Here's what we have so far. The next biggest thing I'm going to put in here is a bath bomb. And not just any bath bomb, this one's for cold and flu. As runners, we know we don't want to get sick. We want to ward off all sickness entirely, but in some cases it happens. So I'm going to put this in there. You drop it in your shower. So it's actually not a bath bomb, it's a shower bomb. And you drop it in the bottom of your shower, and there you go. And actually it's going to fit best, I think, on top. So I'm going to take it out for a minute and put it back in once I go over some of the other things I'm going to put in here. If this wasn't so foot focused, I'd put like chapstick and things like that in it, but I'm focusing on the feet. So along the same lines, I'm going to include a razor. That's more the legs, but you know, we'll count it. To keep the nails short and to cover up your black toes. Here's what it looks like so far. Now this doesn't really go with my color scheme, but I love gingerbread. The taste, the smell, love it. So it kind of went with the season, and it's a gingerbread Yankee candle. Gotta have a candle with a spa in a jar, I think. So there it goes. Let's hope it fits. No, I didn't have this candle at Hobby Lobby to test the sizes, so it's not gonna work. We're gonna make this work. We might have to take out one of our scrubs to do it, but we're gonna do it. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, the gingerbread candle may just have to be on the side. Reload. Okay, I found a smaller, a little bit different shaped Yankee candle. Luscious plum, sugar plums. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Perfect. Okay, Now I can add my shower bomb on top. But before I do that, what's luxury without a little chocolate, right? Yeah, so I don't make a big mess, let's cut this. And of course, I got them in Christmassy colors. A little chocolate never hurt. Make sure I cover every cranny with chocolate here. Okay, and now we can finally add the bath bomb at the top. Again, might take you a little rearranging, obviously it did for me. Originally, the tutorial I saw was a mason jar, and there was no way I was gonna fit all this stuff in a mason jar. So we went with this. What gift wouldn't be complete without a bow? Okay, right there on top. And ta-da! I'm all ready for a spa day, especially after making this. A couple more ideas for the jar could be lotions, those eye masks that you put in the freezer, nail boards. The possibilities are endless. You could also put the jar that you made in a foot basin with a robe or slippers or a coupon for a massage for the full experience. The best part about gifts like these is that they are customizable to the person or the season. That's it for me today. Please like, comment with what you would add if it would fit in here. Subscribe and ring the bell 2 times for notifications. I think I'm gonna go soak, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.